Let's move on to Air, Courting a Legend. Jesse, what do you think of this one about Nike, this Nike story?
Yeah, it looked like one of those kind of, true story, turned to real life. It reminded me of the that Michael Keaton McDonald's found, and like real life stories translated into films. Great cast, fantastic cast: Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jason Bateman. Was it Damon Wayans in it, or
There's Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
In a serious role, which I haven't really seen before. I feel like I did see Damien. I'm thinking Matt Damon. Might be thinking Matt Damon. Maybe that's where we get the day from.
But anyway, yes,
Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans. That's it. Yes, that's it.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I had like a total mind blank just then.
I don't really have much to say about it. I have no idea about the history of Nike or Nike Air. I know that Michael Jordan, the basketballer, was involved with the Jordans, like the shoes. So yeah, it just seems like Hollywood's been lately churning out these movies based on American-made products or services, and that I'm all here for it. I think was it Ben Affleck is writing, directing this. I think
he's directing. He's not writing.
Yeah,
he's directing and starring.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll probably go see this. Looked all right.
80.
I haven't seen. I think the writer is fairly new, to be honest, because I couldn't find much info on them. But I am keen because this gave me the feeling of Ford versus Ferrari, which was one of my favorite films of that year. And I'm not even into cars that heavily. So it drew me in way more than I thought that it would. I feel like there's going to be a lot of heart. It's an underdog story. I'm a sucker for an underdog story. Ben Affleck has a pretty good track record as well with what he chooses to direct. So I'm keen for that. The cast is pretty on point. Jason Bateman and Viola Davis, that's two people I will also go and see any movie for. I wonder if Michael Jordan didn't make any appearance, right? Like we don't see anything about him, do we?
Dude, that's what's confusing me. And I'm trying to look it up, but I can't find anything about it.
He's not credited or anything.
Viola Davis plays his mum, but I don't I watched the trailer and it's like, did I miss Michael Jordan? Like, are they building up to reveal him and we don't see him? And like, I don't know, has he spoken about this? I'm going to try and Google it a bit, but
definitely not in it. I couldn't find anything about
it's so
him.
weird that we don't see him. Right?
Surely there's got to be at least, maybe even at the end, a 5-second glimpse of him. Maybe they can
it might be
use
a cameo
that
or something.
Yeah, maybe they get like a kid who was like, or someone who's the same age as him at the time, or they do that thing where they make him look younger with that tech that they have now, and then he's like I don't know. I think that would be cool. I hope that would happen. That's what I'd be waiting for, like that moment where you see it, all of this hard work that this guy's done, and you see Michael Jordan.
According to Wikipedia, which I've just found this, and this could be wrong because it's Wikipedia, but it says the character of Michael Jordan, however, is not portrayed in the film. They've cast his dad. They've cast his mum. They've cast who I assume is they've cast his dad, but they have not cast a Michael Jordan according to this. Maybe it's going to be a surprise.
That's a very interesting take, considering how central he is to the creation of these shoes.
It's literally named after him. Like so I have a feeling, I've got two theories. One, it's some sort of like writer director's choice of, no, we don't want it to be about Michael Jordan. We want it to be about the shoe. But I don't think that's realistic. Here's what I think's going on. Okay. Michael Jordan does not approve of the script. I reckon they probably can. How do you make an Air Jordans film without Michael Jordan? I think they probably approached him. He said no, doesn't like the script or thinks it's factually inaccurate. Or maybe it's, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's based, maybe it's based in a book or something, and he refuses to touch it, but I don't see like it's based on anything. I think this reminds me of when they made the Steve Jobs movies. There was 2 back-to-back. There was National Lecturer one,
there was.
And there was a Michael Fassbender one.
Yeah.
And one of them was just based on some book that who gives a shit. And the other one had Steve Wozniak attached. And so all the Apple fans went to the one attached to Steve Wozniak because they had the people backing it. And I think so they didn't want to associate with the other one. I'm worried that might be something like that that's happened here, because as if you're a producer and you're putting together a film about Air Jordans, you know the most sellable thing about your film that's going to put butts in seat is Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
It's like he hasn't done movies before, so
maybe they're just doing a cameo, just keeping it on the down low or something. I don't know.
But if it was, I'd imagine you want to shove that in the trailer because that's what's going to get people to buy tickets, right? Like, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know.
Like it's still, they might not necessarily put it in the trailer. Keep it like, a surprise for people.
No, but like you would rather sell tickets to the theater by putting him in the trailer, right? Like sure, having a nice surprise is nice, but surprising people in the theater doesn't help your box office.
But think about that on the other end. If they did put him in the trailer and it's just a cameo, and then people watch the entire movie and he's just a cameo, like a 1 or 2 minute scene, then you'd be like, what the fuck? I was watching the trailer thinking he's just going to be throughout the whole movie and he's just in that one scene or something. I don't know.
And that's why I think you can't just do it as a cameo. I literally think it's like box office suicide, like it that could be what they're doing, but it just blows my mind to think you would do that. It just seems like a lose-lose situation when it comes to trying to, because the reason trailers sometimes are fucked is because they just want a lot of people to go opening weekend. They don't give a shit about week 2 and all that stuff. Well, they do, but it's not as important. They want opening weekend money. So they'll do whatever it takes to get your butt in the seat. So sometimes they'll lie to you. They'll film scenes that aren't even in the film. They'll do whatever it takes to get your butt in that seat. They'll ruin the movie sometimes. They'll tell you everything. Now, sometimes like movies like Avatar, like that gets word of mouth. It makes a lot of money over time. But yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting, right? This is a really... But either sides are both just... It's like, I'm just glad I'm not in that room making those decisions because I think it's a lose-lose situation. But I'm sure it's a good film. Ben Affleck is a good director. And according to IMDb, this screenplay was chosen as the best unproduced screenplay of 2021 on the blacklist.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
And then the dream team, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, who did what was the film they got big for? Was it Saving Private Ryan? No, not Saving
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Yeah. So the dream team got back together for that to rewrite the draft, and that's when they went into production. It is also Ben Affleck's first film that he's directing that is not a crime thriller, apparently. So that's interesting. I'm all about the IMDb.
Didn't he direct? He directed Argo, didn't he? That's not a crime film. Did he direct Argo?
Oh, I think he did.
Yeah,
actually.
I think Argo's not a crime thriller.
He did.
I'm pretty sure he directed Argo.
Dude, it's about a CIA agent. Isn't that crime?
Well, when I think of crime thrillers, I think more gangsters, criminals, and police, or murderers. Or
maybe it's not
something like that. I don't really. When I think of crime thrillers, I don't really think of government.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I guess you could.
I guess you could say it's political thriller.
In some light, you could. Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I see where you're coming at. Yeah, that is not Argo. That is Air Courting a Legend. Also, not sure if Courting a Legend is part of the title. We're discussing this off air. It's confusing. I think it's just the tagline, but sometimes they make it look like it's part of the title. I don't know.